School adds independence, joy, and value to Dustin's life, along with building meaningful relationships with his gen ed peers and teachers. To be successful, he needs specially designed sensory-based lessons that always presume competence to set the bar high. Working on a yes-no goal, he can either use buttons or his eye gaze device. Dustin, do you want veggie sticks? And then you could just put little pieces in here and he can pull them out. Or do you want Miss Rachel? Here's a Miss Rachel puzzle. And do you want mom to read you a book? And so on YouTube, there will be a recorded thing and possibly a button for him to push as he's reading as well. For Pincer, there's this little board. So before he plays a game, pulling all these pieces off. And maybe like you just set them halfway on so it's a little bit easier for him to pull them all off. There's these 2 styrofoam egg balls and there's all of these. So maybe having him pull out all the pink balls and all the blue balls. And I thought it could be fun on his eye gaze device that you let him have the opportunity to say which one he wants to pull next. So, hey, Dustin, which one do you want to pull next? Do you want to pull pink or do you want to pull blue? And then you can give him the egg and he can pull. For his cleanup, there are all of these like sensory eggs that all have different textures on them. And then, okay, Dustin, it's time to clean up. Let's put them back in the bin, you know, sing the cleanup song and have him put them back. Or when he does this little craft, maybe having these all out and then he can put them back into the egg container. For bilateral body movement, there's this Floam container. And so I thought if you helped him hold these carrots and put some Floam in here and then just rotate, helping him rotate it back and forth. And then also obviously bilateral body movement is literally just putting in all the sensory bins and using both of his hands. Okay, really these are kind of all left hand and bilateral. Take these hair ties and put them all over his left hand fingers and then just see if the right hand will pull off. When you're singing like maybe 10 in the bed, have a scrunchie, wrap this around and see if, you know, 10 in the bed and the little one said roll over and they all fell off or whatever. When it's, you know, just let him make the bunny fall off the tray. I feel like that could be really fun. And also just all of the sensory bins for this one. Just playing, putting the bunnies and the carrots in. Obviously the Floam is so fun. This one, whole different thing. And then this, I thought would be fun to maybe try to help him start. Hey, Dustin, that is an orange one and try to put it in, or I don't know, whatever. You can come up with all the ways that you play with it, but this would be for left hand use. Then of course this, just using one of the bins, put some shaving cream in it or some water and let him just mess around with some Easter eggs. Okay, for his go put goal, this egg, when you turn it on.
Back again, squawking, walking, let's begin. I'm about to show you how it's done. Laying eggs is so much fun. Squawk, there it is. There's an egg over here.
Okay, you get the picture. So, hey, Dustin, go get an egg. Let's put it in. I think maybe you put them in from the, I don't know. You can figure this out. Maybe you put them back in that way. But I think it's from the top. So he puts them in from the top. I'm sorry, this is a mess. Go put. And then Dustin, maybe these are all out. Let's go get a carrot. Let's put it in. For like, don't like, using these markers with the U-cuff or his little special markers and turning this on and letting him decorate the eggs. And while he's reading aloud, just all the things. These would be good to squeeze in both hands. The carrots. This carrot. This thing slaps on his wrist. Little flowers. I thought this could be good with left hand too. Hold it up and try to get him to whap it. This one turns on. These, and then, you know, trying to get the little Easter eggs out of Easter jail. Fast or slow? let him say on his eye gaze if he wants you to do it fast or slow. Fast, or he could do it fast and slow. No. Location goals, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But then here's just other ideas. Using some paint so that he could paint this. Here is some egg chalk to do on a chalkboard. Here is the little scratch art. Here is a fun sensory thing that would make him reach into all this and get out the eggs, playing with the eggs, playing with the grass. Here is a bunch of Peter Rabbit things to suction cup to different places in this little book or wherever you want. Here are some different textures. Maybe he could like match them. So, hey Dustin, out of these three, which one is the same? Or what color comes next if we have this pattern? This one or this one? Also just getting to play with them. Painting with Peeps. And then finally, there's a workbook with all the different things to pull off, to match, decorating the egg with Play-Doh. Other fun ideas, putting Easter eggs in a little thing and rolling it around to paint it. Taping them down and having him pull them off. There we go, putting them in water. Making shakers out of them, using one of these guys to pick them up. And I really liked this one and I just didn't have capacity. Magnetic Easter egg hunt. So some other random ideas if you guys want to do them. And all the YouTube Easter video links, including the book I recorded. Happy Easter.